You know, y'all, I thought about something. I mean, I've been thinking about this for a while, but I just thought I'd make a video about it. You know, I'm at the age where, now I'm 29 now. I'm getting approaching my 30s and shit. And at this point, y'all, it just don't seem like I just have to really just come to terms with just my reality as far as me not being able to find anybody, because it's like I'm getting older and older, man. I'm getting older and older and older. I'm not getting any younger. And me being able to find a girlfriend and get a girl and all that, if it ain't never happened back when I was a teenager, I look back when I was a teenager, I had zero experience with females. I had no luck with girls. And then, now I'm about to leave my 20s. I'm at the end of my 20s. And yeah, I had, one experience with that, like I said, the Filipino chick. But that's it, just her. I got lucky. But outside of that, I haven't had any experience with females. So it's just like, at this point in my life, man, I just have to really just come to terms with my reality and just have to just accept the fact, I'm just never gonna find anybody, man. Unless I get like extremely lucky like I did before. Like I said, luck, that kind of luck is like the stars gotta align, I gotta wish upon a fucking star and shit. It's like, that kind of luck is like, it's super fucking rare, man. So me being able to be with a girl, get with a girl, have a girlfriend, and all that shit, man, it's just not, it's just not likely. Yo, give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, me being able to find a girl and all that shit, it's just not gonna happen, man. God damn, man, it's like it's nowhere I can just make this video. Cause I'm walking through this damn campus, and every time I try to talk, there's like people walking near me, and I can't, I don't want people to hear the shit I'm saying. But like I was saying, I just gotta really just come to terms with my reality. I just have to just accept the fact that, I'm just never gonna find a girlfriend. I'm never gonna have a date. I'm never gonna be able to procreate. I'm never gonna be able to have a family. Never gonna be able to have kids. I mean, I really don't care to have children anyway. I got too much shit to deal with as it is, just on my own, I could barely take care of myself, let alone take care of another, somebody else. So, I don't really care to have children. Even if I was able to have kids, I wouldn't be able to handle that shit. No, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I mean, I can't have kids anyway. Only way I would be able to have a child is if it was I would have to adopt one. But I don't really, like I said, I don't care to have children. So, but I'm just saying that to say, like, it's just not possible for me to ever procreate, ever have sex with a female, unless I pay for it. Um, it's just, like I said, I'm at the age where, man, it's a wrap for me, man. Like, if I ain't never have a girl all this time, I mean, besides that Filipino chick, if I ain't never have a girlfriend or a date in all these years, man, I'm never gonna have one at this point. I don't see, like, people always tell me, like, people still be saying, like, I'm 29 now. People be still saying, I mean, I don't really talk to people like that anymore. Like I said, I don't really have nobody to talk to. Like I said, that's why I'm making this damn video. But, like, it still be people that be saying, like, little shit like, maybe it's just not your time yet. And, like, come on now. Like, I'm 29 years old. I'm approaching 30. Like, when the fuck is it gonna be my time should have been already passed by now. I'm almost 30 years old. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. That shit is just fucking, that shit, I don't want to hear nobody tell me, it's just not your time yet, or, the right one will come along. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, man. The right one will never come along, man. It's just, I'm just never gonna be able to find nobody, man. And it just is what it is. That's just the reality of my situation. I'm never gonna be able to find a girlfriend. I'm never gonna be able to find love. It just is what it is, man. I just gotta accept it. I just gotta try my best to accept it, even though it's hard to accept just not being able to have a girlfriend, never be able to have a girl and all that. It's really hard to accept that, because it's like, especially when you're in college and you're around nothing but girls. When you're not really in college and you're not really around girls like that, then it's not really, it's still in the back of your mind that, damn, I wish I had a girlfriend. But it's like, you're in college, so it's like you're around nothing but attractive females all the time, 24/7. So you're just tempted to want to be with somebody because you're always around pretty girls. So that's the reason why, it's so frustrating, being in college, because it's like you're just always tempted to want to be with somebody because you're always around attractive females. I see pretty girls everywhere on this college campus, from all different races. Now, I know I said I prefer Asians, but I be seeing a lot of other races of beautiful girls too, like girls that I can't really tell what their race is. Like, it be girls that I can't really tell what their ethnicity is. Like them exotic looking chicks that look kind of like they mixed with something. Like, I be seeing girls like that here, it be black girls, white girls, Asian girls, Hispanic. Everything is here, man. It's very diverse here, very diverse. And, you see a lot of these girls, and it's just every time you see girls, it's just a reminder of what you just can't have, man. Especially when you see couples. Now, I don't really see couples a lot often, on campus, but every now and then I do see a couple, a boy and a girl holding hands and shit. Every now and then I do see that shit, but, it hurts when you see that, because it's a reminder of what you can't have. But, I just gotta I'm trying my best to really come to terms with my reality now at this point, because it's like, like I said, I'm almost 30 years old, and I still never had a girlfriend. Like, I still never experienced what it's like to be with a girl or none of that. So, I don't know what it feels like. So I'll never be able to experience, being with a girl. I thought I saw somebody that I knew. It looked like a girl that I met off of Bumble, because it was a girl that I actually linked up with off of Bumble, like last year, and we never really did anything though. We just linked up. We hung out at the mall, and after that, we never seen each other ever again. So I did meet up with another girl off of a dating app, but like I said, that wasn't. It didn't lead to anything. It was nothing. I think that was her. I don't know. It looked like her, and I remember she said she went to the school too. So it could have been her, but I don't know. Maybe she seen me and probably knew who I was, but didn't give a damn to say anything. But either way, fuck her. I don't care. You know, she ghosted me. You know, just like any other girl. You know, but like I said, I never really had experience with. I never really been ghosted. I never really had been around. I never really had any luck with like actually dating girls and being with girls enough to even get ghosted. So, you know, so I haven't even really been ghosted that much because I haven't really been around enough girls to get ghosted. You know, so. But anyway, back to what I was saying, man. I just gotta just accept this shit, man. I gotta accept it for what it is. I'm never gonna be able to find nobody. I'm never gonna be able to get a girlfriend. I know I've said this a million times, you know, in my old videos, but I just really just gotta accept this shit for real this time now. You know, it's like there's no point in just constantly making video after video after video, talking about the same shit, and it's always the same thing, man. It's just nothing is going to change. You know, things are always going to be the same as far as just me being alone, me never being able to find nobody, me never being able to find a girl. You know, I mean, I know you hear stories of guys, some guys saying, you know, they didn't get their first girlfriend until they reached their 30s and shit. But honestly, for me, I don't see that ever happening, man. Like, situations like that are pretty rare. Like, you finding your first girlfriend in your 30s, that's kind of rare. You don't usually find your first girlfriend, you know, in your teens and in your 20s. I'm way past that. Like I said, I'm approaching 30, but a lot of people say that I don't look 29 at all. Like, I still look like I'm in my early 20s. I don't look like I'm approaching 30 at all. Like, I still kind of got a baby face, so I still kind of look young, but I'm not young at all. Like, I was born in the 90s, like in the mid 90s, so I experienced the 90s. I don't really remember the 90s too much, except the only years I remember in the 90s was 98 and 99. But like, I have like very vague memories of those years. And I remember the early 2000s. I remember 9/11. I remember all that stuff. So, I'm a 90s baby. So I'm basically a millennial. You know, I'm a part of the millennial generation. But yeah, man, like, at this point, man, I just gotta just accept it, man. I'm just never gonna be able to find a girl, man. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Like, it's just no point in just constantly, you know, making these videos, talking about the same thing, complaining about the same shit. Oh, I wish I had a girl, you know, girls don't like me, you know. But I just felt the need to just make that last video because, you know, it bothers me more because I'm back in school. So it's like, you're around girls all the time. So it's just a reminder of like, it's like, it just hurts even more when you're in school and you just see all these girls and you just feel really bad. You know, it just make you want to just, you know, made me want to make a video because I really wanted to talk about it and express how painful it is to still go through this shit after, you know, going through this shit all my fucking life. You know, it's still painful. It's just painful. It's torture to have to go through this, man. It's like, you know, I don't go out of my way to cold approach. I don't approach girls. You know, the dating apps don't work. It's just, sucks, man. It really sucks to... Hold up for a minute, y'all. Yeah, somebody was walking... Oh, somebody else walking by. This is why I hate making videos on campus sometimes. But anyway, man, it's just... I just gotta accept it, man. Just accept that I'll just never be able to find a girl, and just try to just... I know I said this a million times before, you know, and I've been doing this, you know, but all you can really do, man, is just focus on things that you enjoy, man. It's just like, that's the only thing you can do. You know, or just resort to just going to see escorts. But I mean, to each their own. I don't want to recommend doing something bad, you know. But I can understand why, you know, some guys would want to go see escorts, with including myself, because I wish I could. I'd rather just go back and just do that, man, honestly. But I don't want to go back to doing that because, you know, I was caught, and I don't want to get in trouble again. So that's why I kind of stopped doing it. I was going to see escorts and going to massage parlors and all that shit, and some way, somehow, you know, my parents found out about it. Yeah, my parents. I still live with my parents, y'all. I know, I'm 29, whatever. I know some people gonna probably judge me for that, but whatever, I don't care. You know, we all got different situations. Nobody's perfect, you know. There's people in their 30s that still live with their fucking parents, so big fucking deal. But yeah, that's why I stopped doing it. But if my parents hadn't have found out about it, I probably would have still kept going. But yeah, I would feel kind of guilty if I was to keep doing it, because I know, you know, by me going back constantly, I know what I'm doing is wrong. So I would feel guilty by doing it, and it would be a waste of money on top of that. So I'm not doing that no more. I want to, bad, like really bad, but I'm not. So I'm just forced to just deal with just being alone, man. I just had to just deal with it, man. It's just everything I'm going through. I just gotta just deal with it. Deal with the loneliness. Deal with the temptation. Deal with, you know, seeing pretty girls that I want to be around, that I want to talk to, but I'm too scared to talk to them. And even if I did try to talk to them, they wouldn't, you know. They would, you know, just give off this vibe like they don't want to talk to me and shit. You know, it's like every girl, I automatically assume that every girl just don't like me. Automatically, like right off rip, I just assume that every girl that I come into contact with just automatically just don't like me. You know, that's why I don't even bother to even try. And like I said, I'm too shy. I'm too scared to talk to. I'm very socially awkward. You know, I'm very, very shy around girls. Very, very shy. You know, I'm just like I'm extremely shy around just people in general, but especially around girls, especially girls that I'm attracted to. Oh yeah, I'm definitely shy around girls I'm attracted to. So, and they can pick that up and you know, feed off of that, and they know that I'm shy because they could just feel my energy and shit. And I just can't help it, so it's just like, you know, yeah, man. I'm just never gonna be able to find nobody, man. You know, the way I am, girls just don't like guys like me. Girls don't like shy guys. They don't like guys that's kind of awkward, you know, socially awkward, you know, scared to talk to girls and shit. They don't want guys like that. They want guys, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people say that confidence is bullshit, but I feel like, you gotta have a little bit of confidence to some degree. But I don't think confidence is the end all be all. But I'll admit it, man. I'm just not really confident around girls. I'm just very, very awkward. I'm very shy and timid around females. I just can't. I have to be honest. Like when I'm in this little Filipino club, the only reason why I joined that club is because it's Asian girls in there, and it was a lot of pretty Asian girls in that club, and we was playing some games in there where it involved like physical contact. So like some of the Filipino chicks was kind of like grabbing on my arm and shit, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit felt good. Even though it was all a part of the game and shit, but I had pretty Filipino chicks, grabbing my arm and shit. That felt fucking good. Um, and the Filipino chicks, they seemed like they were, well, not all of them. It was just maybe a couple of them that I kind of interacted with when I was playing. We was playing the little games that we was playing. I didn't like have no full blown conversations with any of the girls. I don't even know their names, but we just kind of like we was playing games and everything, and everybody had to pair up and shit. And like I said, I'm very awkward. I'm really shy around girls and people in general. So I felt very, very like the way I'm talking to y'all in this video. I'm not really like that around people like that. Like I'm very like kind of awkward, kind of shy. My voice start to kind of like tense up. So when I'm around girls, I just start to kind of like act like a turtle, like I'm like trying to crawl in my shell and shit. Like peeking out my shell a little bit. So like going to this little Filipino club and even the anime club, it's kind of like getting me out of my shell a little bit, because like I said, I'm very shy. I'm very awkward. That's part of the reason why it's hard for me to make friends. It's hard for me to, get a girlfriend. Part of the reason. But if I was actually comfortable with talking to you, and if you actually get to know me, like besides me feeling kind of awkward and shy, like you will see that I'm actually a cool person, man. Like especially if it's like, I doubt there's any females watching this, but like if y'all was willing to really like give me a chance, like y'all will see that I'm actually a cool person. Like I ain't no thug, or I don't carry myself like a thug. I'm just a regular, chill, laid back dude. I'm just a little shy and a little awkward, that's all. But of course girls don't give a fuck. They don't care about that. So it just is what it is, man. I am who I am, man. And, unfortunately, girls just don't care. So, like I said, man, I just gotta accept things for what they are. I have to accept that, like I said, I'm approaching my 30s now. I don't want to be in my 30s still complaining about females, still complaining that I can't get girls. This shit is old now. It's really old. It bothers me. It bothers the fuck out of me. Like, this shit will never stop bothering me. Like I told y'all, I've been still feeling the same. Like, all this time I haven't been making videos, I still been feeling the same. I just haven't been making videos about it. I still feel the same. Like, I still feel, the same as far as just, I feel lonely. I wish I had a girlfriend, all that, but it's just like, it ain't nothing I could do about it. It's just nothing I could do about it. I use the dating apps. I have no luck with the dating apps. I'm too scared to approach girls. And then when I have had the balls to approach girls just never gave me the time of day. Girls never really was willing to give me a chance. So it's just like, what else am I left to do? Like, what else? How else am I supposed to meet girls? I don't code approach. I don't go out of my way to code approach, because I feel like it's a waste of time, and I feel like the girl's just not gonna like me any fucking way. So it's like, what else is there? What other options do I have? I don't have any other options. So I'm just left to just being alone. you know. So it ain't nothing I can do about my situation. All I can do is just, all I can do is just deal with it, man. I just have to just suffer, just have to deal with it, suffer with the loneliness, try my best to try to cope as much as I can, do things that make me feel good. Like I said, I like to make music, play my video games. I don't really play video games often as I used to, but I still play video games from time to time. I make my music, you know, whenever I have the time. You know, I'm back in school, so I don't really have a lot of free time like I used to. So, you know, but I really just need to just focus on my studies, do what I got to do, you know, focus on just getting my second degree. And, you know, I'm not letting this second degree go to waste. I'm not going to let my second degree go to waste like I did with my first degree. I mean, I ain't necessarily let it go to waste. It's just I had a hard time trying to find a job in my field, so I had no choice but to work these little piece of shit jobs, these little peddly jobs, you know, in the meantime, while I was still trying to find a real job in my field. But it's been, what, 3-4 years now since I graduated from my last college, so I just said, fuck that. I'm just going to go back to school, go for another degree, and make sure I don't let this degree go to waste. You know, so but yeah, man, I'm just gonna have to just accept my reality, man. Just have to accept just being alone. I'm gonna still try to join the Filipino club only because, you know, I like the fact that I'm around beautiful Filipino girls. Even if I don't ever be, if I'm never able to, like, and that's another thing. Like, even though I'm in this Filipino club, I don't even know how to even go about trying to trying to get one of their numbers or try to like meet up, you know, outside the club and all that. Like, I wouldn't even know how to go about doing that without coming off like weird or creepy and shit, you know? Because you know how girls are. They always think, you know, the worst every time when you just trying to, you know, you're just trying to be, you know, you're just trying to have a little, you know, not like I said, I'm not necessarily just trying to like have sex or anything. It's just like, you know, you just want to have like a little friend, you know, and then maybe it'll lead up to that, you know. But it's just like girls, they always assume the worst. They always think that, you know, you're just trying to have sex and, you know, and all that. I'm not just trying to have sex, you know. I mean, of course, I'm a man. I want to have sex, but, you know, that's not all I want. You know, I want an actual, you know, relationship, a girlfriend, but I can't have that. So, but like I said, I'm gonna still join this Filipino club because, you know, I just like being around, you know, beautiful Filipino girls. And even if I'll never be able to, you know, get with any of these girls in the club, I just be there, and I feel like I'm probably just going to just be there and, you know, just be in the moment and just, you know, do whatever we're going to be doing in the club. Because we usually just play games, learn about the culture, you know, shit like that. That's pretty much all we really do. We pair up, we play like games and shit. It's like a social club, so like everybody is like, you know, socializing and all that. So, but I probably won't end up, I mean, I'm not expecting to like find a girlfriend in this club. I mean, I kind of was at first, but it's like, that shit ain't gonna happen, man. I'm 29 years old. Every little, you know, thought that I had about, you know, possibly of like every little idea I've had of possibly trying to meet a girl at some kind of place or some kind of event or at a school or whatever. You know, I was thinking, you know, maybe if I did this, maybe I might end up, you know, having a girl if I do this or if I do that. I'm done with that shit, man. It's just, I'm at the point where I'm so, you know, I'm so convinced I'm so convinced that, you know, at this point in my life that I'll just never be able to find nobody. I'm 29 years old, y'all. I've been on this earth for 29 years, almost 30 years. I'm almost 30 years old. And I still ain't never experienced like what it's like to have a girlfriend. I've never experienced none of that shit. So it's like, why would I experience that shit now if I never experienced it? So at this point, I just have to just accept that, you know, I'm just never gonna find nobody, and it just is what it is, man. Just have to just live life, being alone, feeling lonely, and just I'll just never be able to have nobody, man. I said that, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I really don't know any other way to put it. It's just, what else can I really say? What else can I really do? You know, and that kind of goes for, I guess, anybody else that's going through this. Cause I've been watching like videos, I've been seeing like comments of grown like men that's like old enough to be my fucking father, like in their 50s, said they never had a girlfriend. Like, that shit is scary, man. Like, that might be me, man. That's probably gonna be me more than likely. Still going through this shit, man. 50 years old. That is fucking sad, man. That's sad. As a man, you know, you like females, you like women, and it's like you can't attract one female like that. I mean, I understand, you know, we're not entitled to have a girlfriend and all that, but at the end of the day, man, we guys, man, we gotta have at least one girl that, you know, that's willing to want to date us or want to be with us. You know, somebody that we find attractive, because I don't want to just be with anybody that I'm not attracted to. I'm sorry. I got to be with somebody that's at least decent looking. And, you know, I prefer, like I said, I prefer Asian girls, but they don't necessarily got to be Asian. They could be Hispanic. I'm not, like I said, I really don't want a black girl. I'm sorry. I know I'm being very picky, but I just don't care to be with black girls or white girls. Like, I really just want me either an Asian girl or a Hispanic chick or something that just looks kind of exotic looking or whatever. But I just know I'm not gonna get that. So I mean, I'm more than likely I won't be able to ever get with a black girl either. But I feel like I probably have a better chance with a black girl than any other race, honestly, because, like I said, I get checked out more from black girls, but it don't usually be a lot of. It's usually like looks of disgust from black girls, but whenever I do get any type of positive looks from girls, it's usually from black girls. So unfortunately, so that's why I'm saying I probably have a better chance with a black girl, but I don't care to be with them. So I'm just forced to just be alone, man. But I mean, like I said, they probably wouldn't want to be with me anyway. Even if I was to try to get with a black girl that would be quote unquote checking me out, she probably wouldn't want me. And, you know, me thinking that she checking me out was probably just all in my fucking head. So, but yeah, man. Shit sucks, man. But I think I'm gonna go ahead, man. Go ahead and go home. I was gonna go to this anime club. It's actually going on right now as I'm recording this video, but I just didn't feel like going, so I'm gonna just go home. I ain't feel like going today, so it's every Thursday. The Filipino thing is like every other Tuesday, so it was last Tuesday, so it's not gonna happen again until next Tuesday. So hopefully I'll go again next Tuesday. I'm definitely going to that. I'm definitely not gonna miss that, cause I just like being around them Filipino chicks. Even though, like I said, I might not be able to get with any of them, but I at least like being around them. So at least that make me feel good. But the possibility of me getting with one of them, very highly unlikely. I mean, I could possibly, if I have the balls, I could probably try to talk to one of them, you know, maybe try to get one of their numbers, but I ain't really got the balls to do that. And even if I tried to do that, they probably wouldn't want to talk to me, and I would be kind of awkward trying to ask them. I wouldn't really know how to ask for their number, and it'd just be all around. The whole situation would just probably be just awkward as fuck. So I probably won't even bother to even try. I'll just enjoy being around the pretty Filipino chicks, and just keep it at that, man. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. There's no point in really, constantly complaining about this shit. Like I said, man, I'm going into my 30s, and it's like, why I keep making these type of videos, man? It's just no point. I just have to really just accept that, I'm just never gonna be able to find love. I'm never gonna be able to have a girlfriend. So it just is what it is, and ain't nothing I can do about it.